Hey, No Filter Moms, it's me, Christina. So, as some of you know, my grandmother passed away last week, and I did not do any posting really at all. Um, I took a little bit of a break. It was really tough. My grandmother was the true definition of the matriarch in our family. She was an amazing woman. She had a hand in raising all of my cousins as well as I. And so it's been really tough for my family. I've been working really hard to take care of my mom and my aunts and uncles. They had a very strong, close relationship with their mother. One of the challenges for me too was being able to tell my daughters. For them, they were very close with her as well, and she was considered Big Grammy. So my mom was Little Grammy, she was Big Grammy, and I did not tell them. I did not tell them right away. I actually just recently told them. Especially my oldest, she's very sensitive. She internalizes a lot of things and processes things very slow. She asks a lot of questions, appropriate questions. I would say the same thing for the twins. My twins are 6, and I have my oldest is 8. And so I just didn't want to tell them when I was still processing myself. I didn't allow them to come to the funeral, um, just because I feel like they're at that age where they're a little bit more aware. I don't think there's anything wrong. I have no judgment of anyone who makes decisions one way or the other in terms of how to process grief and death and funerals and things like that. I think for me it's just knowing what is best for your children and what they can handle. So for my children, I just thought it was best that they didn't go, and that I was able to share about the loss of their um, great grandmother privately, and be in a mental state to be able to answer questions and things like that. I think, as a parent, we all try to do the thing to make decisions the best way we can. We don't know if every decision we make is the best decision. I don't know if this was the best decision, honestly. I just felt like for my children at this time, it was best for them and best for me. So, so I guess what I want to know is, for you out there, for my no filter moms out there, what do you do, or how do you explain death, and how do you process grief with your children? Um, what do you say to them when they lose a loved one that's really close, or a friend, or a classmate? How do you explain that to them? What process do you use? How do you help them through grieving? How do you encourage them to grieve, to release that energy? Um, some advice would be helpful, even though I've already told them. But it was really hard. It was really hard for me to kind of think through. I think I got a lot of unsolicited opinions and solicited opinions from a lot of different people, but I had to choose the what was best for me. But I want to know, what do you do? How do you explain that? Do you let your children go to funerals? Um, and how does that whole process work as well? So comment below, and make sure you comment on our YouTube page as well. And just thank you so much for all the beautiful and kind and thoughtful words, flowers, cards, and gifts to everyone out there. Hope you're having a blessed week. Thanks.